Shabbat Shalom. In this week's Torah portion, we read of one of the first examples of the struggle of women's rights in the world. The children of Israel were preparing to enter the Promised Land. Moses assigned portions of the land to each family. According to the Torah, the inheritance of property was to pass from fathers to sons, from one generation to the next. A man by the name of Zelophehad, from the tribe of Manasseh, had 5 daughters, Malha, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah, and no sons. He had died, and after hearing the decree of inheritance, his daughters gathered their thoughts, and with clear and unified voice came before Moses to claim that these laws of inheritance were unjust and unfair. They had no brothers, and their father, who was a good and decent man, would lose all that he had acquired, that he had worked so hard to achieve. Moses consulted with God on the difficult plea, and was told that the case of the daughters was justified. As a result, Moses announced to the community in this Torah portion, if a man dies without leaving a son, his property was to be transferred to his daughter. It seems that the argument that the daughters presented was if they were not given the right to inherit, their father's name would be lost and his property absorbed without identity. These 5 daughters are not presented as private individuals, but as genuine representatives and spokeswomen of all members of their sex. The case they plead is not regarded as a personal claim for land, but rather as an outcry for women, all women, against discrimination and second-class citizenship. They were the first to believe that they were better together. And so the 5 daughters, who stood up and challenged this unjust and unfair law, changed the world. With cool heads and clear intentions, they argued their case before Moses and won. And now, 3,300 years later, women still are faced with injustices within Judaism. Much has indeed improved, but there's still always room for growth. In recognition of this Torah portion, let's take a moment and acknowledge the strong women in our lives. Let's acknowledge and know that when there are no ceilings, the sky is truly the limit. And when the sky is the limit, no amount of cynicism, sarcasm, or political bias can keep women down. We all rise. So let's hear it for these 5 wonderful daughters. Shabbat Shalom.